This is a short video on Latin participles. Latin participles, a participle being a verbal adjective, it is an adjective that is formed from a verb. Latin is somewhat deficient in its formation of participles as it lacks about half of the forms. So, present active participle in Latin is formed by taking the present stem of a verb. For first and second conjugations, you will then add uns for the nominative and untis for the genitive. The rest of the forms will be found by chopping off the is from the unt stem and adding third declension adjective endings. So, amans, amantis, tenens, tenentis. However, for the third IO, and fourth conjugations, be careful because their present stems are formed differently. You're going to have to add an E before the ends and an E before the entis. E before the NT in all forms. Then you chop off the is, you get the ent stem, and add third declension adjective endings. The present active participle is translated as verbing, doing. There is no present passive participle in Latin. It does not exist. It would correspond to the English being verbed, but the Romans don't have a way of saying that. Perfect active participle also does not exist. You can't say having verbed in Latin. The perfect passive participle is alive and well in Latin. It is the fourth principal part. Ends in us, whereas the present active participle acts an awful lot like a third declension adjective. The perfect passive participle acts an awful lot like a first and second declension adjective. Unchanged, just the fourth principal part. Amatus, tentus, ductus, captus, auditus. It's translated as having been verbed, and it is used all the time. The future active participle is formed from the supine stem. That is the fourth principal part. Chop off the us. Your book has it doesn't matter. What is left is called the supine stem. Then add like future, and then us, Once again, like the perfect passive participle, it is a first and second declension adjective. It's just formed from verbs. It's a verbal adjective. It's a participle. Translate about to verb. Probably the most famous instance of this is the gladiatorial salute. We, about to die, salute you. Morituri, morituri, te salutamus. We, about to die, salute you. The future passive participle, we'll get to that later.